Hello and welcome to the Isabella Sunshine Channel. Today, I have a special treat for you. We are going to be visiting what could very well be Canada's creepiest tourist attraction. That's right, we are going to be visiting Quesnel's Little People. So guess what? Guess where we are today? Welcome to Quesnel, British Columbia, Canada. The city of Quesnel is home to 23 amazing hand-painted fire hydrants. This guy is hands down my favorite. This is the Voyageur. This is Alexander Mackenzie from the Northwest Company, who was the first European to stop here on June 21st, 1973. But I mean, what's not to love about this gorgeous hunk over here with his gorgeous mug? I really like that profile. That is a really nice profile, but totally, this guy is amazing. Of course, we know that this region has been settled and populated since time immemorial by the indigenous people of the area. So let's not forget that. But in the meantime, we can appreciate number 11, the Voyageur. Fittingly, this guy is sponsored by Rocky Peak Adventure Gear. Here we are at number 23, Bob the Engineer. So Bob actually, Bobblehead Bob of the Rocky Mountaineer Vacations welcomed its first train into Quesnel in 2006, which was 86 years after the first passenger train came through in 1921. He's got a new nose, but apart from that, he's pretty intact looking. So there we go, Bob the Bobblehead Rocky Mountain Engineer, number 23. So number 23, of course, is sponsored by the Rocky Mountaineer. Next up, we have the Paperboy, which, okay, I gotta admit, does deserve an award for one of our creepiest landmarks, but it's pretty cool. The Paperboy represents the Caribou Observer. This newspaper started in Quesnel in 1908 here on Reed Street, and their present building originally was the Royal Bank, but here it is now. And another cool fact of the day is right over here, we have the intersection of Reed and Carson Streets. And my friend Kelly has two sons, and guess what their names are? Reed and Carson. The Paperboy is sponsored, of course, by the Quesnel Caribou Observer. All right, here we are at number 19, the Banker. So Quesnel's very first bank was the Northern Crown Bank, which was located in the Occidental Hotel. Unfortunately, in 1916, all of those buildings burned down. This guy's sponsored by the Bank of Montreal. And there he is in all his glory. He's in beautiful condition, wouldn't you say? The Banker. I just noticed the Banker is holding a mortgage papers. Hilarious. Made with love in Quesnel, BC. Here we have number 13, the Apothecary, and this represents Yan War, who in 1869 opened an apothecary which served healing supplies as well as herbal supplies. Unfortunately, it burned down in 1927. This one was sponsored by Homesteader Health.
This is a pilot from World War I. It was painted to commemorate the men and women from World War I who were fighting for peace and freedom. The pilot was sponsored by the Royal Canadian Legion Branch 94.
Today, we have just shown you a tiny sampling of the 23 glorious fire hydrants that you can see in Quesnel. What we encourage you to do today is to come to Quesnel yourself. And then, in addition to all of the amazing fire hydrants that we showed you, you could see the teacher, the BX cook, the can girl, I'm sorry I missed her, the native mother, the scout, ooh, the rodeo clown, the bandit, the carpenter, the hairdresser. We have missed so many of these. It's kind of sad. There's a judge. This is amazing. I highly encourage you to come to Quesnel. Check out all the fun things they're out to do, all the great hiking, all the great people. This is a great city. So I guess while walking and discovering all of these beautiful fire hydrants, which are painted with such love and care, maybe they aren't as creepy as I thought. Although, you gotta admit, they're fairly creepy looking. But you know what? The city of Quesnel has been absolutely beautiful to visit. And everybody in the stores and in the parks that I meet has been absolutely lovely and so friendly and so willing to help. Anyway, I think everyone's been super friendly. Even the visitor center lady, she was amazing. And the playground is like the best playground ever, and it even has in-ground trampolines. So I highly recommend that you visit the city of Quesnel because it's well worth a visit, and check out all 23 of the amazing, creepiest fire hydrants in Canada. Quesnel is also home to the longest wooden pedestrian bridge in Canada. Goes across the Fraser River.
My blues along or hang around with you. Well, I make me pretty good until the moon comes through. And then I guess you're gone. I'm still see you when you're awake.
Thanks so much for tuning in to the Isabella Sunshine channel, and please feel free to check out all of the many other amazing videos that I have made and I will continue making, because this is what I'm doing now, and how much fun is it to have a YouTube channel. All right, take care. We're on to Prince George. And don't forget to stop by the Quesnel Museum and Visitor Center, which is beautifully air conditioned for a warm summer day, where they will give you this amazing map to all 23 fire hydrants. So enjoy it, people. Quesnel's Little People signing out. Isabella Sunshine. While you're in Quesnel area, you can also make your way towards Terrace past Prince George and reach Vanderhoof, which, believe it or not, is the geographical center of BC, which is kind of hard to believe because I've been driving for 2 days straight and it feels like I'm in the northern part of BC, but apparently this is the center, so that's pretty cool. Let's go check out Vanderhoof.